Your motivation is the key to your growth, and then practice after that. But set the motivation to the highest place that you could go to. So you're aiming to open up the biggest self, the biggest sense of who you are, the ultimate sense of who you are. If that's your intention, you'll, even if you don't reach it, you'll reach a lot further ahead than you would have. So just like I say, shoot for the stars. Even if you land on the moon, it's better than where you would have. So that motivation is to help all beings, to help everyone. If you really do love, if you really understand that you yourself don't want to be hurt, that you don't want to suffer, that you want the good things in life, that you want love, you want compassion, you want safety, why would other people who are not you also not want that? So why then hurt people when you yourself just want to be loved, you just want to be cared for, you want to be understood? Why be so hard on other people? Why try to hurt them? So in the end, if we can extend that kind of thought to all humans, especially the people who give us the most trouble, our enemies, the enemies usually have something quite powerful to teach us, and it's usually something that's polarized within ourselves, and it's worthwhile going there and looking at. The saying anger or hate is unrealized love. Once you want to get the understanding of what that polarity is, it's like, wow, thank you for teaching me that. Thank you for shining a light on something that I was so unconscious of. That's huge. But yeah, if you can extend that to humans, then to animals, then to the earth itself, why not the planets? Sure, there's space people, to beings in other realms. There's like any being who's in a state of suffering and in conditions where they don't fully understand the rules and are constantly wandering around trying to find suffering and safety and kindness and care. Yet, because they don't know the way to go or which direction, they don't know the rules of the area, keep being burned, keep being hurt and falling into suffering until they gain the wisdom of where they are and how they can use the events in their lives to help gain greater insight and wisdom about where they are and how they can help themselves and ultimately help others once they've found a path that can really decrease their level of suffering, unnecessary suffering, and that they don't sink into the mud of suffering. They're able to stay on top, and if they sink for a while, that they can pull themselves back up quite easily and quickly. So one way to know if your spiritual practice, but really your growth as a person is improving, is that your attitudes change. If you really love chocolate cake, you go out to the shop and you get there and all the chocolate cakes are sold out, but there's only carrot cakes left. If you jump up and down and really are disappointed and really angry about that, there's still a way to go in your attitude. You're still really grasping to something quite strongly. Just letting it be, being patient, but not being in denial of how you're feeling, but having a different way of reframing, reviewing, and having a greater wisdom about how you react and need to react in certain situations, and having a greater space between reaction, the event, and you and the reaction. There's a stronger sense of a rigid ego structure. That's a sign of progress. There's a flexibility in your thinking process, a flexibility in your opinions, more open-minded, yet firm in knowing who you are. They're good signs of progress.